Hi, hi folks. So this is me with no hair. And it's been about 2-3 weeks almost ever since I lost my hair. I haven't told everyone, but basically I have been going through treatment for breast cancer, and this was in May that I discovered that I have breast cancer. And I've been through surgery and now 2 rounds of chemotherapy, and lots of ups and downs in between. It's such a roller coaster to write this thing called breast cancer, as I'm sure it is for a lot of people out there. Yeah, maybe you or maybe somebody you love that is, yes, the duck agrees, that is also going through something like that. So when I first found out that I had breast cancer, I was, of course, in shock, and of course there was a lot of sadness, a lot of crying, a lot of why did this happen to me, and I'm a yoga teacher. Are people gonna think that I'm crazy and I don't know how to manage my lifestyle and my health and whatever else? So on top of just being already sick and having to deal with challenges, there was all this extra pressure that I put on myself to just somehow be perfect still, even though my poor body was already going through so much and probably just needs some loving kindness, like I'm always trying to practice and share. So after a while, it was quite interesting, but I started realizing that I'm actually really fortunate. I'm really fortunate just to be here. I'm really fortunate that what I have is a form of cancer that is mostly really curable. I'm not going to pretend and say that chemotherapy is great at all or fun or anything that people should have to go through, because it's not. Yeah, it's the most convoluted thing ever. But I'm trying to say that despite and because of everything that's happening in my life, I have come to a realization now that there's only now. You can only choose now. You can only choose to be happy right now. If you're gonna wait until you don't have to have chemotherapy, you have to wait until you don't have cancer, if you have to wait until you no longer have any challenges in life to be happy, you probably never be happy. And that is the truth. It's so simple. So once I realized that I could just stop resisting, resisting everything in life, and counting my misfortunes. And once I stopped being lemony snicket, I realized that, wow, look at this. Look at this world. I've always been marveling at the world. And for most people, I think they'll feel a need to hide the fact that they're going through some kind of serious illness, or that they don't have hair, or many of the trials and tribulations of our lives, which would be so much easier if we just shared how we're feeling instead of kind of self-isolating and or thinking that we have to be any different than where we are. And that I'm very grateful for all the people who have supported me and helped me so far, and who continue, my friends and family, to support me and my boyfriend. And I want to share about why and how I got to the point where it's okay. It really is okay to not have these attributes of beauty. Let's say, your own biological boobie, or your, hairstyle to make you who you are. So I've had a breast removed, a mastectomy on the entire right breast. And at first, I was shocked to have to lose it, because it's obviously very important in our culture to wear clothes that show your curves and to have things that supposedly make you more attractive as a woman and all of that. And of course, to not have hair to play with anymore, and to, our usual ways of maybe attributing beauty to ourselves and to ensure that we get approval. And I had my surgery, and now I'm looking at a very different body. I realized that it's really not so bad. It's not great, but it's really not so bad. And what really helped me was realizing one day that this boob, for instance, this set that I have that I was quite happy with, what I thought I would lose and what I was grieving, mourning, angry, depressed, and really upset about, or they were not mine in a way that my brain believes. Yeah, so I imagine what I'm losing is this perfect set of, young looking things that will be with me forever. But the truth is, we all get old, we all, will experience illness and anything and everything that life throws at us. And I realized that what I was holding on to was something that would change anyway. Like, eventually, I know lots of beautiful elders who live in the north, and I know that eventually my boob was gonna maybe sag down to my knees. And I also know that hair, whether I have it or not, is also not something that if I become so attached to things like that, then as life changes and as I don't have these things anymore, am I really not who I am? Did I really, suddenly become devalued, and did I really lose myself? Am I really so attached to something that's going to change anyway? Yeah, and most importantly, it's just really hilarious for me as a yoga teacher, as somebody that practices and tries to help other people practice letting go of what holds us back from just enjoying being here right now. When I realized that I gave myself all this extra pressure because I thought that as somebody who's spiritual, I had to be zen and I had to take all of this on, with perfect grace, thinking and feeling this through. I am at the point right now where I'm sitting here with you, and I really don't care about whether my head, has a Trump-like squirrel on it, or if it has, like colors or no colors or different textures, whatever it is. It's all play, and it's all wonderful, and it's lovely, and it's fantastic if that's how you celebrate, having fun with hair. But at the end of the day, hair is just hair, and your body is your temple, but it will also change. So may we all embrace change together as best as we can. And I hope you enjoyed this video and you have some time to chew on this for yourself too, and especially if you're somebody also going through breast cancer, or if you have a loved one going through cancer, or any kind of thing which is impacting how they see themselves. Just know that you can do this, and it will get better, and we're much stronger through this, because of this, and despite this. Signing out. Bye. Namaste.